Have you ever looked and tried to actually understand and interpret certain overseas games but couldn't understand the language? Or tried to read your manga book and said, hey, this is in Japanese. I can't understand this. Well, today I'm going to show you this new AI tool called Luffy that does translations for you of all text, whether that's through image, text, or PDF. It'll actually interpret it for you so that way you can understand it in your language when you're reading your manga or playing your game. So let's get started. Let's take a quick look. So one of the cool things about Luffy, like I said, is that it actually gives you a few translation options. There's a free version, a free plan to start off with that allows you to interpret using just your Google or Bing or online for Yandex for understanding it. So we're going to start with that first, and then I'll show you some of the other options. So let's say that we have an image translation that we want to do. Let's select an image. I'm going to select this image here called Japanese manga. And so as you see here, I'm not sure if you guys can actually see this. Actually, let's see if I can click this and make it bigger. No, we can't do it there. But you can actually tell a little bit that you see these are all Japanese characters, right? And so with Luffy, what it's going to do is going to allow you to take some credits here and translate that to English. And so I actually have English. I have using Google because that is the default, or this Google, like I said, a Yandex for interpreting it. And so now you see it actually does a translation. You see how you see here, it actually highlights some of the translations. I'm sorry, some of the text there, so that way you can translate it. And so right now, what you can do is actually see that this text represents the land of the giants here and here. No, so you can actually tell that it's actually interpreting each one of those characters on that document and translating it for you. Now, Google may not be that accurate. Now, if you look at the different pricing options, if you pay for the next level up, the starter level, you can actually get access to ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini, which will give you a more accurate translation and not just use Google's random translator. So if we do that again, what I'm going to do is I'll select Japanese manga. I am going to choose this time ChatGPT, and let's see what kind of translation ChatGPT comes back with. And as you see here, it's really quick, which is actually really cool. So that way you can actually get the information that you need rapidly. And as you see, look, Land of the Giants, that was actually accurate. Here is, which is interesting because that's different than what we saw from the Google translation. This says, well, huge, what? So, one thing you can, like, I don't know the Japanese language, so I can't tell you if this is completely accurate or not. But we'll do a little test here in a few minutes. And like I said, what's cool about it is that you got text translation, you got image translation, you got PDF translation. So you can actually upload an entire manga document, and then that will actually, translate the whole thing for you for, let's say, your comics. You can understand it. So really cool tool that I'm experimenting with. I think it's great, like I said, for translating from an AI standpoint. And then the other thing that's really cool about it is that you can just do a quick install here, and you can install this or add it to your Chrome as a Chrome extension. So that's really cool. I'm gonna understand this. I'm gonna install anyway. And then what I will do is allow it to be a translation tool within my Chrome browser. And I can set this up. So I'm not going to walk through this entire thing now, but I just wanted to show you that, hey, with Luffy, it's actually really cool. You can do quick translations. We're going to actually try to do some testing with it here. I'll do another video with some testing of it, but just want to show you it's something that's great that you can leverage for whether you're playing your games, you're trying to do Japanese. If you're playing a Japanese game or an overseas game and you don't understand the language, you can actually copy and paste it from your computer into Luffy and see what the translation is. Or like I said, with your manga, you can do that as well. So very cool. Luffy.ai. The link is in the description below. Check it out. Let me know what you think about it. Leave a comment and let me know what you think about it and whether it actually helps you translate the games and the manga books that you're reading. All right. Thank you.